I had went to this college. I didn't even go to the college. But I was there at the college partying. I was doing the parties. I ended up living there. I went up to the college because my cousin went to that college, Bowling Green, Ohio. Went to that college because my cousin went to that college. She was going to that college, so I'm like, my cousin there, I'm gonna go up there too. She invited me up there. She invited me to stay at her spot. She was like a sophomore or junior or something like that. Dominique, shout out to you, man. Shout out to Dominique, Nikki. Shout out to my cousin if you see this video. She know the growth. She know what I've been through. But I became friends with one of her old ex-friends or ex-boyfriends or ex-friends. I became close to him. We was up there, and I came close to her friends too. Like Chowder, his name is. I forgot the other dude's name. He was like light-skinned, kind of heavy set, kind of big and stuff. But I became friends with them. I was just up there partying. I was staying with her for a while, and then she had moved. I think she had moved back to her parents' house. She had moved back to her mom's house in Cleveland, Ohio. I was all the way in Bowling Green, Ohio. I just wanted to stay there because the parties was good. I was partying all the time. I was enjoying myself. I'm like, I'm not about to go back to Cleveland, Ohio and do what, man? When I could be out here partying and stuff. I had to get a job. Because she had moved. I ended up staying at her place and her lights went out, but I was staying at her place even when the lights was out. At my cousin's old place. Man, y'all continue to watch this video. I know I'm going over the place, man, but I'm gonna get to the point and y'all gonna love it. Y'all gonna see why I'm today, who I am right now today, and the reason why I am who I am today. So y'all continue to keep watching this video, man. If y'all haven't already, go ahead, like, comment, and subscribe to the video. Let me get back to the story. Yo, family, this is the video y'all been waiting for. This is the testimony of my life. This is a video that y'all are gonna get to know me through this video. Y'all gonna know why I'm in the position I am today. I am now a farmer. Never been a farmer in my life, but now I work at a farm, at a nonprofit. I just got a job at Amazon, man. I'm about to be working 2 jobs just so I could get some stability. You know, right now, I'm not in the best position, but I'm in a beautiful position. Let's go. Hey, thank y'all for clicking on this video. If y'all new to this page, I need y'all to continue to watch this video, man. Even those that have been subscribed ain't seen this video. And let me introduce myself. I'm King. This is the King Function page. Capital K, capital I, capital N, capital G, lowercase function. Kindness inspires nations for generations, man. Functioning beautifully, functioning gratefully. You know what I'm saying? This is King Function. We function the holy way. The Most High is the only way. Let's get it. Hey, I'm a thief. I'm a liar. I'm a fornicator. You know, sexual immorality. I do that. Matter of fact, all those things I was, man. And I'm gonna just let the Most High know that this video is for inspirational purposes only, man. What y'all hear in this video, I don't want y'all to go try it out. I don't want y'all to go do it. I don't want y'all to be that, man. If y'all not, just be inspired by this video, man. And, the Most High is the one that leads me into the waters, man, that living water, that righteous water. He leads me into that water. So this video is for you that need a change, that want to get out of the situation that you're in today, want you to think better, all that good stuff. So thank y'all for watching this video. Continue to tune in. I was young, single parent household. My mother raised me. My mother did the best she can raising me, raising a boy that is now a man in his lifetime. My father wasn't in my life, but I don't have no hatred, no envy towards him. I know circumstances that led him to not be in my life. Even his circumstances, wherever his mindset was at that point of life. Now that I'm older, I would love to be a part of my father's life, but we have to set some intentions on where we going to when we do. You know, he's alive. He wants to be a part of my life. He want, you know, in his best ability. We're gonna see, you know, where that's gonna end up. You know, his life is wherever his life is, and you know, I'm just getting into a single parent household. My father wasn't there. My mother, she worked. She worked all the time to pay the bills in the house. So I've been kind of by myself a little bit, but also part of my mother's life. And she had another son, my little brother. Love him to death. My little brother Deshaun. She named me Keyshawn. That's my real government name. So yeah, I grew up single parent household. Didn't do very good at school. I was in the A plus. I mean, I started off pretty good, maybe like elementary school, going into middle school, but um, but middle school is like when I really start to not pay attention, not be attentive in class, goofball, class clown, what they call it. You know what I'm saying? Always joking around, not taking things serious when it came to school. Spitballs, throwing stuff, all that. Man, I ain't gonna say a super bad child, but I was a, you know, bad kid in the sense of not learning, doing whatever I want to do, getting in trouble in school, all that type stuff. So middle school is like the breaking grounds of me not really learning at all. I think it mainly because I didn't have no guidance in the household. My mother did the best she can. She always tell me, yeah, I wanted you to be in the house. I wanted you to sit in the house and talk to me and communicate with me. I wanted you to, you know what I'm saying, for us to have a bond, but I didn't feel like, I'm gonna be honest, my mother wasn't the best person to be around in my eyes. You know what I'm saying? I feared my mother. She wasn't somebody to play around with. I was a goofball, so I wanted to goof around with her. And she used to always tell us, you know, I'm not your friend. I'm not here to play and stuff like that. So that entered into my mindset to the point of I didn't want to be around her. I didn't want to, you know, I didn't want to kick it with her, nothing like that. So she wanted me to stay in the house, but I wanted to go outside with my friends. I wanted to play with my friends. You know, I wanted to kick it with my friends. And to that, you know, my friends wasn't my best friends, man. As I look back, they wasn't the best people I should be around. They wasn't troublemakers, but they wasn't into, you know, gang banging and doing drugs and selling drugs and, you know, breaking into people's house. They weren't into all of that. So I was around decent people, you know what I'm saying? But we claimed gangs, we claimed sets, what they call it. We claimed all those things. We did bad stuff, you know. I was a thief, man, major thief, stealing out of people's houses, people that I go over to stealing out of their house, stealing from stores. I'd go to stores. That was some time the MP3 players was out, MP4 players. Go to the store, steal some MP3 players, MP4 players, steal BB guns. We used to walk around with BB guns. Dangerous, man. And I didn't know about police brutality. I didn't know about police. I wasn't really scared of police. I didn't really cross paths with police officers like that. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't really like full fear of them. Of course, we had a little fear, you know, because they was different. They had the suits on, they had the cars and stuff like that. Things of that nature. So I go steal from places. Oh yeah, my friends. You know, my friends, they were, in my eyes, they weren't bullies. But I was kind of sensitive. I was a sensitive person. I was kind of a fearful person too, man. Even though I was fearless, I did fearless things, but I was a fearful person. I was a fearful child. Um, I feared my friends, you know what I'm saying? In the sense of, matter of fact, I kind of honored my friends in the sense of I didn't want to fight them and stuff like that. We used to play fight a lot. Things got real in the sense of, you know, people, they wanted to really fight, wanted to square up. This during middle school, man. And then as we got older, um, I really honored them as friends. You know, one of my friends named Adrian. If he ever see this video, man, I just want to let him know, man, I apologize for the things I did to him, man. I did some grimy stuff to him. I didn't honor what I was doing. I didn't know what I was doing, but I did some bad things. You know, I said some things about you that I don't regret, but I do apologize for the things I've said, you know, behind your back, even to you, you know. Adrian, man, shout out to you, bro, if you ever see this video. I had some twin friends named D and J, Darian and Darion, Darius and Darion. They were some twins. Man, those brothers, man, I looked up to them. I looked up to those brothers. They was brothers. Hello? What's up, babe? Okay. Okay, thank you, babe. I'm in the middle of a video. Appreciate it. All right. Yeah, twins, you know, I looked up to them as football players. I looked up to them as like big brothers, you know what I'm saying? Even though they was around the same age as me, I looked up to those brothers. Yeah, so I feel like at that time, man, I didn't feel like I was getting bullied, but as I look back, I was getting bullied, man, by even their cousins. You know, they had older cousins, and you know, I forgot that older cousin name. He was a light-skinned dude, but he was older than us. You know, I feel like he was a bully. Yeah, but yeah, hey, I wasn't the best in class. I followed. I say I was a follower in the sense of I wasn't out there breaking into people's houses, breaking into cars. I wasn't doing that stuff, but I was a follower as in it was this place called Kmart. We used to go steal from Kmart. We go steal from Walmart. We go steal BB guns and things of that nature. We would go steal. Like, I'd go steal some stuff, man. We would go and throw rocks at people's cars. Literally, I remember this time one of the twins, we was out throwing rocks at cars, and it was one of these buggy cars with the top off, and he threw a rock, and it literally, I'm talking about like a pretty decent rock, threw it, hit the dude in the head because he had the top off, hit the dude in the head, the dude crashed. We looked at that stuff as funny, man. That stuff was funny to us. Breaking people's car windows with rocks. We was looking at that stuff as funny. Wasn't funny at all. But he hit the dude. We walked over to the area. The dude was hurt. The ambulance was there. The fire trucks was there. Police officers was there. They was putting him on a stretcher. I don't know what happened to the guy. Man, praise the Most High. I hope he didn't die. Man, I hope it ain't no, man, this on the YouTube, man. Yeah, these things we was doing. We was doing these things. And high school, man, I wasn't really good at high school. D's and F's in high school. Oh, yeah. Let me let y'all know that I'm from Chicago. Born in Chicago, raised in this little town, little city called Decatur, Illinois. Probably like 4 or 5 hours from Chicago. Raised there, did most of my life there. Then we moved back to Chicago, lived in Chicago, lived with family members. So high school, I did high school in Decatur, Illinois. Decatur, Illinois. I was a bad student, fornicating, sleeping with women, stealing, lying all the time. Didn't listen to class, didn't listen to teachers. Was smoking, was drinking. Man, I was doing some partying, doing some things I wasn't supposed to at a young age. My mother she was working all the time, and I always wanted to go outside. So these times phones wouldn't even really existing like that. So, you know, I didn't get a real phone until like 16 years old, and that was probably one of them flip phones that didn't have no internet and nothing like that. So, yeah. So, what was I at, man? I'm just thinking about a lot of stuff. But yeah, wasn't a real student. Teachers didn't try to help me. I don't feel like they was trying to help me. But yeah, my mother, she was always working. So every time I got off of school, I'd go outside. I don't remember the last time I did homework. I wasn't doing homework. I was the type that when school started, I would try to do my homework in class. I was trying to do my homework in class and it didn't work out. Teachers seen me trying to do the homework, things of that nature. Maybe gave me an F because of that. I probably did good, but gave me an F because of that. I D's and F's in school. I was good at math. One thing I can say, I was good at math. I did one of my essays, I did get an A, like in math, algebra. I was good at algebra. But history class, science class, none of that. It's crazy, I'm a farmer now. But yeah, science class, bad. I wasn't good in science class. Am I all over the place, man, or y'all catching up with me? Y'all staying with me, or am I all over the place? Hey, go ahead, like this page, subscribe, comment. If I'm not going, comment a 1 if I'm not going all over the place, if you understand it. And let me know what I need to work on. I'm always room to grow. This is my first time doing YouTube, really talking to a camera. You know what I'm saying? Give me some grace, y'all. Give me some grace. I'm trying to pick up my mind while I think about these things and let y'all know. So yeah, back to the story. Wasn't really cooling. Y'all know I wasn't good in school. One of my friends, Adrian, man, we was friends for like 6 years. We went to middle school together. Middle school together. About 4 years, 4 or 5 years. About 6 years, because we went to middle school, 7, 8, 9, yeah, about 4 years. Dang, I'm all low, man. But yeah, about 4 years. I'm trying to remember this stuff, man. I'm trying to tell y'all the story about my life to lead up to today. I'm trying to do that. Y'all gotta stick with me. I'm trying to be genuine. I'm trying not to lie. Well, I'm not trying not to lie. I don't be lying. I don't be lying. I gotta tell the truth. I gotta be genuine. Gotta be genuine. That's a lie if I tell you I don't lie. You know what I'm saying? I gotta stop boosting up stories and stuff like that. I just gotta tell it what it is. But we was friends, man. We wasn't friends after a couple years. I feel like they was bullies, man. I feel like, you know, I was kind of jealous of them too. You know, somebody that I feel like that got everything. You know, they had all the video games. They had a nice house. While, you know, my mother was struggling and things of that nature. So I was pretty jealous of him, man. But he was my friend. We used to go over his house, play the game all the time. He was my homie. We fell off because one of the reasons I liked that one of his girls that he was messing with, we ended up getting together. You know, we ended up having sex and stuff like that, and we fell off. We got into an argument, man. I wanted to fight him. You know, we went to like a circus or something. I wanted to fight him and things of that nature. Yeah, I got some new friends, some other twins named Malik and Dominique. They was solid friends. They went to church. There was a reason I went to church. I started going to church with them, and I started going to church with them, and man, I gotta stay in. So I started going to church with them. Man, y'all stick with me. I'm trying to remember this. So, you know, that was my friend. Man, long story short, they became my friends. I started going to church with them. I was jealous of my old friend. Ended up throwing a rock at his windshield. Got in trouble. Police came to my house. Had to pay a fine for damaged property. Yeah, and started being friends with them. We started going to church and things of that nature. I would stay at night over their house for a minute. I loved being over their house. They was my friends. Fast forward to still staying in Decatur, Illinois. I end up, because I didn't do good in high school, I was like a freshman with I was a sophomore with freshman credits, and I knew I wasn't gonna be a junior with junior credit. I wasn't gonna catch up. So I ended up going to a job course in Chicago. Ended up going to Job Corps. Job Corps, I would say, was a beautiful experience for me. It wasn't the best experience, but it was a beautiful experience to the point of I was able to get a trade in carpentry. I was able to learn how to clean. I mean, I knew how to clean, but I didn't want to get kicked out of Job Corps. So we had to clean every morning. Every time we woke up, we had to clean. We came back to the dorm rooms. We had dorm rooms. We came back to the dorm rooms. They kind of like credited us on the way that we cleaned. They credited us on the way that we cleaned, and you know, I didn't want to leave the place. So in Chicago, I got my driver's license. Job Corps helped me get my driver's license. Man, Job Corps was a blessing for me. They taught me a lot of things. I ended up graduating from Job Corps and everything, did good, graduated from there, got my carpentry certificate, and then my mama had moved to Ohio, so I had to move from Job Corps to Ohio. I had to go back to Cleveland, Ohio. I had to go to Cleveland, Ohio, I ended up staying in my mother's cousin. We were staying at her house because my mama was staying at, so I ended up moving there. I didn't know the folks, so I ended up staying there. There's too many people there, man, didn't like it. But I would say that place is where my life changed, man. Fast forward, I ended up I didn't know myself at these times. Like younger, I didn't know myself at all. I hated my skin color. I hated that I was blacker than everybody. I feel like I was blacker than everybody. I disliked my nose. I always looked in the mirror and wanted to be light-skinned. Man, I feel like light-skinned people was getting all the girls. I feel like dark-skinned folks wouldn't get no love, but we got love. You know what I'm saying? But I wouldn't say love, man. We lust after. Dark skin, we was lust after. You know what I'm saying? It was like dark skin, kind of like I want to have sex with that dark skin, man. I want to, hook up with him type deal. That's why I was in my head, man. I felt that way. And, but I, and when I moved from Job Corps and I moved back to Ohio, fast forward again, I started to find myself. I started to listening to videos, listening to Jesus videos, started listening to people preaching. I started listening to gospel music, all that. I didn't really know nothing about that. I know we was going to church when I was younger, but we had stopped going to church after a while, and then like all of that kind of went out of my mind. And then I had met the friends, the twins. We started going to church all the time. But during that time, man, that church we were still doing like bad stuff, wicked stuff. We were still doing stuff against the Most High. We was lusting after girls. We was still being teenagers, man. I really didn't know why I was going to church. It was boring. I was just going just because my friends was going. Used to go to sleep during church. The only time I really liked going to church is when we would go to church and play basketball and stuff like that. So that's the only time that I really liked it. But yeah, fast forward, I started listening to gospel music. I started wanting to change my life. Before that, I had went to this college. I didn't even go to the college. But I was there at the college partying. I was doing the parties. I ended up living there. I went up to the college because my cousin went to that college, Bowling Green, Ohio. Went to that college because my cousin went to that college. She was going to that college, so I'm like, my cousin there, I'm gonna go up there too. She invited me up there. She invited me to stay at her spot. She was like a sophomore or junior or something like that. Dominique, shout out to you, man. Shout out to Dominique, Nikki. Shout out to my cousin if you see this video. She know the growth. She know what I've been through. But I became friends with one of her old ex-friends or ex-boyfriends or ex-friends. I became close to him. We was up there, and I came close to her friends too. Like Chowder, his name is. I forgot the other dude's name. He was like light-skinned, kind of heavy set, kind of big and stuff. But I became friends with them. I was just up there partying. I was staying with her for a while, and then she had moved. I think she had moved back to her parents' house. She had moved back to her mom's house in Cleveland, Ohio. I was all the way in Bowling Green, Ohio. I just wanted to stay there because the parties was good. I was partying all the time. I was enjoying myself. I'm like, I'm not about to go back to Cleveland, Ohio and do what, man, when I could be out here partying and stuff. I had to get a job. Because she had moved. I ended up staying at her place and her lights went out, but I was staying at her place even when the lights was out. At my cousin's old place. Man, y'all continue to watch this video. I know I'm going over the place, man, but I'm gonna get to the point and y'all gonna love it. Y'all gonna see why I'm today, who I am right now today, and the reason why I am who I am today. So y'all continue to keep watching this video, man. If y'all haven't already, go ahead, like, comment, and subscribe to the video. Let me get back to the story. So the lights was off and everything. I was still staying there and then partying. And there was one time, man, I didn't have no clothes to wear. It was gonna be a nice party. I needed some clothes to wear. I ended up going to Walmart. I ended up stealing from that Walmart out there. They caught me stealing. I ended up getting arrested. Caught up with me. Everything from stealing when I was younger caught up with me when I got older. You know, I was around I say 20. I was around 20 years old, 19, 20. I was 19, yes. I was 19 years old because I'm gonna get to it, how I know I was 19. Ended up stealing from that Walmart. They ended up arresting me, ended up getting arrested. I had to do a program to get expunged, to get that off my record and stuff like that because, you know, they had got me for theft. It was a misdemeanor. Ended up misdemeanor, and then I got out. Man, I don't think I stole from nowhere no more after that, man. Yeah, after that start, I'm like, I shouldn't be stealing. I don't want to get caught. I don't want to get arrested, man. I don't want to get arrested no more, cause I disliked it in jail. I was in there for a weekend. We was on some bunks. But let me not get all over the place. So ended up getting arrested, got out. was still partying with my homies and stuff like that. It was on my 20th birthday. I had got mad drunk. I ain't never got so drunk that I forgot the whole day. Like literally forgot the whole day. We end up drinking. I end up drinking like some Everclear or something like that. That's like rubbing alcohol. Now that I know, it was like rubbing alcohol. I shouldn't have been drinking that. Cause I was drinking, I was taking shots. I'm like, usually I feel it. With like regular drinks, usually I feel it. Like Paul Masson or something like that. It was some cheap drinks. Usually I feel the drinks. But this one I just kept taking shots. Was chasing it with some orange juice, all type of stuff. You know, I used to do the drinking. I used to do the smoking. I don't drink no more. I don't smoke no more. I don't do no drugs. I don't even eat meat. You feel me? So, yeah, ended up getting super drunk. I remember feeling drunk as I was walking out the house. We was about to go to a party. I remember getting in the car, and after the car, everything was blurry, you know. And then after I woke up in the house, throw up next to me, man. Man, I appreciate them, man. I appreciate them folks. I was around my cousin friends. I appreciate them for not leaving me out there, man. Real solid for that. But it wasn't solid because I shouldn't have been doing that, man. I shouldn't have been doing that stuff. Shouldn't have been doing that. Forgive me, Father. So woke up the next day. They had recorded me, so I seen a video of me being drunk. I didn't like it. Didn't like it at all. Ended up moving back to Cleveland, Ohio after that. A little bit after that. Ended up moving back to Cleveland, Ohio. Now that's when I started to start waking up about myself, man. Waking up about my skin color. I was into the Black Power. I was into like listening to Malcolm X. I was into listening to Marcus Garvey. Martin Luther King, Brother Polite, all these, Dr. Umars, the Young Pharaohs. I was listening to all these brothers, man. I literally locked myself while they was in the house. I was in the house, because you remember, I was at my mother cousin house, which is my cousin also. I was at her house. It was a bunch of them. They was always partying. While they was partying, I locked myself in the room and I was just listening to videos. Listening to Jesus videos, you know, basically going to church in the house. I ain't had no job, so I'd be there like all day listening to these videos. I just wanted to wake up. Spiritually, man. Spiritually, I wanted to wake up. Yeah. What time is it, man? I don't want to be here all day. I want to get to the point. Yeah. So, spiritually, listen to the videos. I ended up waking up a little bit. Yeah, the Nature Boys, all of that, man. I ended up coming to the senses. Y'all know how I feel. Like, whoever watching this, and y'all know how I feel to wake up, to realize, to find out who you are as a person, to figure it out. Y'all know how that be. It just comes spiritually. The ancestors be with you. So ended up waking up about myself. I just wanted to tell everybody about what I learned. I get a job at a homeless shelter. Man, love that homeless shelter. I enjoyed it. My cousin was working there, and then she referred me there, and I started working there. I was mentoring the young men there. It was a homeless shelter for 18 to 24, up to 25. And I was mentoring the young man, enjoyed it. The young man was opening my eyes up to a lot. Just being able, everything leads up to now. The Most High, he always was with me. When I was younger, he was always with me. I was outside, nighttime, dark. Shouldn't be outside, 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning, outside, protecting me, young, 14, 15 years old, 16 years old, outside late. Shouldn't have been out there, man. Shout out to the Most High, shout out to the Most High. Shout out to God for protecting me, keeping me safe, keeping the angels over me. Man, appreciate you, y'all. Appreciate you. So, yeah, I ended up getting a job at the homeless shelter. mentoring the young men there in the sense of I was monitoring to them. I was monitoring them, you know. I'm trying to get my word out. Hey, but yeah, they ended up losing funding, lost that job. I was sad, I was hurt, cause them young men, I used to see them young men on the train, cause I was taking the train to work. They'd be like, hey, you know, appreciate everything, you know, you do for us, inspiring us. Cause everything that I was learning helped me inspire the young man. Everything I sat in the house and was learning helped me inspire the young man, gave me a vision for myself. So, yep, had lost that. They lost funding, lost that job. I was sad, I was hurt. I was in my car crying. I had got a new car. I had that car for like maybe a couple months, maybe. Got a new car. Good thing I bought the car off a third party. So I was in my car crying, and a brother from the Nation of Islam, he had hit me up that day, and he was like, hey, Allah told me to call you. I feel like I needed to call you. I'm like, man, you called me at the right time. I need your wisdom. I need whatever you say, I need it, you know. And the brother, he told me to come up to the mosque. I ended up coming up to the mosque, listening to today's sermon. But it was a sermon that I feel like I can listen to that type of sermon online or something like that. So I didn't really go like constantly to the mosque. So one of my cousins had called me, and she was like, matter of fact, I think I had filed for a job online, you know, a sales job, and they was like, you know, the sales, they like, hey, you make this amount of money. I needed it, so I ended up applying for it. And then one of my cousins had called, and she was like, hey, you know, I got something for you, basically. I got something for you. I know this, and he gonna give you a call. I'm like, all right, cool. So he ended up giving me a call, and I'm like, all right, I need this. You know, what he was talking was good. I need this. So I ended up driving from Cleveland, Ohio to Columbus, Ohio. That was about 2 to 3 hours away. I ended up driving there to do an interview for the job. It was a sales job, so they was gonna hire you anyway. It was door-to-door sales. I ended up doing door-to-door sales. Was doing door-to-door sales for a little minute, for like 5 to 6 years. Yup. For like 5 to 6 years, from like 20, I was like 20, started doing it at like 21 to like 26 or something like that. Like 5 years, so I was doing door-to-door sales for a little minute. Door-to-door sales, let me get to this. This what y'all been waiting for, man. Keep tuning in with the video. Keep tuning in if y'all haven't. If y'all new, subscribe. You know, I need y'all to like, comment it, and keep watching this video because I'm about to get to the juicy. So before I start doing the sales job, I ended up riding a bicycle. I ended up riding a bicycle from Cleveland, Ohio to Chicago, Illinois. I kid you not. I rode a bicycle. That bike right there, not this one specifically, but a bicycle. Rode it from Ohio to Illinois. It took me 5 days to do that. And yeah. All right, it took me 5 days to get there. Yeah. Man, I would say the reason why I did this, when I had moved to Job Corps back to my cousin's house, me and my mother and my little brother, we had got a new spot. And you know that type of mother where it's like, hey, you 19, you 18, you 19, you 20, you need to get you a job and you need to start paying rent in this house. You just can't be standing in this house not paying rent and things of that nature. Man, she was on me, like all the time. And I just was like disliking it. But I was also was like, man, I was about that. I'm not about to get a job. You know, that's the white man's job. I'm gonna be a business owner. I'm gonna be an entrepreneur. That's the white man's job. I'm not about to work for the white man at all. I was on that type of tip, like really Black Power type deal. I was summoning ancestors. I had altars. Everything that I was learning, I was trying it. Altar, spiritual, trying to get the ancestors to come to me. All of that, I was doing all of that. But all praise to the Most High, man. All praise to the Elohim, the most powerful God there is. Shout out to him for being with me through those times, man, because I could have gotten some serious stuff. But yeah, I was into that stuff, and I'm like, man, I ain't about to get a job. So what I did was I literally was looking online, had ordered me a sleeping bag, ordered me some stuff, a bag so I could take with me, because I was already planning on taking a trip. Already planning on taking a trip, you know, to just a trip. I was literally not planning on going to Illinois. I was literally just planning on riding my bike somewhere, and it wasn't even my bike. I stole my little brother's bike, man. Stole my little brother's bike. He had him a bike. I stole it. It was like a mountain bike from Walmart. It wasn't the best bike, but it was a good bike. So ended up taking his bike. Took me 5 days, because I literally was just riding, man. I had left my mama a note. Left her a note. It was like, I ain't coming back. You know, you was always on me. You disliked me. Stuff like that. I was just like, I didn't feel like my mama liked me, because she was always trying to get me to get a job and stuff like that. She was always, you know, I ain't about to get into that. But that's for another day. So I ended up taking my little brother bike, ended up going on the trip, and 5 days from Cleveland to Chicago. I ain't planning on going to Chicago though. That's why I ain't planning on going to Chicago. I had me like an Android phone. I had it on the GPS, and I'm like, man, I'm gonna just ride somewhere. You know, I'm gonna just ride. So I was just riding, and maybe the second day, I'm like, man, because it was a suicide mission. I'm like, I don't care about my life for real. I just was like, I'm gonna let the ancestors guide me, all that type stuff. So that was on my mind, letting the ancestors guide me. It was a suicide mission. So got in the middle of like states. I got in the middle of states like Indiana or something. Then I'm like, something came to my spirit. It was like, let me just go to Chicago, Illinois. That's another story for itself. Man, y'all comment and let me know if y'all want to hear that story, man. That story from Cleveland, Ohio to Chicago, Illinois. Y'all put it in a comment and say, man, I want to hear that story, and I'm gonna make that story for y'all. I'm gonna let y'all know the story. So ended up riding that bike. I ended up in Chicago. Wanted to be an entrepreneur. Ended up in my auntie house. Staying at my auntie house in Chicago for a little while, and then I ended up leaving Chicago. Went right back to Cleveland, Ohio. Ended up doing a sales job. Like I said, before I said this video, I ended up into sales, door-to-door sales. Started doing door-to-door sales for like 5 years. Left the door-to-door sales. Man, y'all let me know in the comments if y'all want to hear about the door-to-door sales story too, man. Like, it all ties in with each other. All praise to the Most High. Everything ties within each other, man. I ended up traveling, knocking on people's doors. I ended up being a door-to-door salesman. And then, I ended up being a door-to-door salesman. Ended up stopped doing door-to-door sales. I ended up sleeping in the van, sleeping in my homie Tay van. Shout out to Tay. If you watch this video, man, shout out to you, bro. Ended up sleeping in his van. He let me sleep in his van. We literally was like, bro, let's go to Georgia. Ended up driving that van up to Georgia. Ended up staying in Atlanta, Georgia, with Riverdale, Georgia we had went to. That was the city called in Georgia. We ended up going to Riverdale, Georgia. Still staying in the van for a little while, and then we stayed at his cousin. We ended up staying at his cousin's house. His cousin's house got raided. had to move out of there, was homeless again. One day I ended up sleeping outside next to a homeless guy. Man, this is my life, man. Ended up sleeping this the Most High, man. This guy, this for real God. I start like, at them times, I didn't believe in God. Like, I ended up becoming an atheist, literally. Ended up doing Buddhist. I ended up doing yoga. I ended up doing a lot of stuff, man, before I found the Most High up in Georgia. So, yeah. I ended up literally sleeping next to a homeless guy outside because I ended up walking from, if you're from Georgia, Riverdale to Atlanta, Georgia, downtown Atlanta, Georgia. If you're from Georgia, you know how long that'll take. You know from walking from Riverdale to Atlanta, Georgia, you know how long that's gonna take. It's getting dark outside, that's why it's getting dark in the camera. But yeah. Ended up walking. It was getting late, literally getting hecka late. I had to sleep somewhere, ended up sleeping next to a homeless guy. Man, this is the Most High. He was like, yeah, you can sleep right here. Let me go get you some covers. A white dude, he ended up go get me some fresh white covers. No lie, he ended up getting me some fresh white covers. He didn't even have really no good covers himself. So I'm like, he could have got those covers for himself. So the scriptures say you entertaining angels unaware. You never know when you're entertaining angels unaware. So I ended up entertaining an angel. I had to, so I'm looking down because I'm picturing, I'm picturing how it was. Like, we literally was sleeping next to each other, man. Sleeping next to each other. I woke up, he was gone. He had stuff there that was just like, it would have took him a minute, but I woke up like early, maybe like 6 or 7, but he was gone. He was nowhere to be found. But yeah, ended up waking up next to him. Long story short, after that, man, I'm not licking my lips. After that, I ended up, Georgia was like, I ended up struggling in Georgia. All together, I struggled my whole time in Georgia. I stayed in Georgia for 2 years. Ended up struggling. Like, the whole time I was staying with this person, staying with that person, sleeping on this person's couch, sleeping on that person's couch. I was sleeping on everybody's couch, man. I was sleeping on strangers' couches, bro, that I just met, working a job, sleeping on their couches. And so I ended up sleeping at my homie brother house, Mikael. Shout out to Mikael, man. I thank y'all for allowing me to sleep on y'all couches, allowing me to stay at y'all house, even though y'all had children, you had a wife. I appreciate you, bro. I ended up staying at his house. And then, one day, I'm just telling y'all this life story right now. I'm telling y'all my life story so y'all know where I'm coming from. I ended up staying at his house. Fast forward to my wife came to Georgia she wasn't my wife at the time. I didn't know her at the time. She ended up visiting Georgia for like a day or two. I seen her, I plotted on her to get her. She came to get baptized. And I'm over here plotting to get her. I was attracted by her. I was attracted by her spirit. I was attracted by her attitude. I like the way she talked. But now she's my wife, and now I'm here in California, man. Shout out to California. I love California. This is where my family is at. My 2 children. Shout out to California, man. I'm married now. Shout out, man. Life is beautiful. I know y'all can feel it through the camera. Life is beautiful. So she wasn't my wife at the time. I plotted to get her. Long story short, we ended up talking. She thought I was one of the sis. I let her know I was the bro. We was talking all the time. Like, we was talking all the time. We was on the phone all day, literally. Go to sleep, wake up on the phone, And now, one of my homies, he from LA. I thought my wife was from LA. I thought she was from LA. She like, no, I'm from the Bay Area. Why I said the Bay Area like that? She from the Bay Area. But one of my homies that was staying at the house I was staying at, he was from LA. So he like, man, I'm about to take a trip LA. This is during COVID time. Man, COVID was another story itself. Yeah, he ended up, this was during COVID. This is during the time in California, the sky was red. And he was about to take a trip back to LA. And I'm like, man, I'm about to take a trip to LA with you. Cause I'm about to go see my shorty, you know what I'm saying? That I've been on the phone with. I'm about to go see her. And they ended up not, long story short, they ended up not going because the sky was red. They were saying it was a judgment going on here in California, and they not about to come up here. So I ended up coming here myself. Long story short, I came here to visit for like a week or two. I ended up staying here. Now I'm here, and I've been here in California for 4 years now. Man, I thank y'all for tuning in this video. I know it was a long video, but it was well worth it. Just so y'all know, like, further than me making more videos, y'all know where I came from, what I've been through, and y'all let me know if y'all want me to make some more videos going deeper into my life. The bike ride, or like, my younger days. Let me know if y'all want me to go deeper. So thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all. I need y'all to subscribe. You know what I'm saying? I need y'all to comment. Folks say you shouldn't be saying that, but I feel like I should say that. Cause I'm just hecka genuine, and I want y'all to continue to get these videos flowing and hit that bell so the videos can flow. But yeah, long story short, I'm here in California now. I've been here for 4 years now. I came here to visit. Now I'm married with two babies. Now I do farming. Now I work, today, like literally, I gotta go to this. This is gonna be my first day today working at Amazon. I gotta work Amazon from 6:20 to 10. So, y'all continue to tune in, keep tuning in with these videos, man. I appreciate y'all. Came here to visit. I gotta let y'all know, came here to visit, and now I'm living here, man. I love California. I plan on doing some big things here. Y'all just keep, listening to these videos, helping me out, helping my numbers go up and stuff like that, so I can do bigger things. Appreciate y'all for tuning in this video once again. I catch y'all. It's King Function. Y'all hear? Kindness. Inspire nations for generations. Let's go. It's King Function. We here to function the holy way. The Most High God is the only way. Let's get it. Yo. Thank y'all for tuning in.